afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this chilly Wednesday.
Yeah, a couple more chilly days, but then we're really going to get rewarded this weekend.
Yeah, Easter weekend looks great. We'll get to the weather in a bit, but first, here's what's making news on this Wednesday. The state Supreme Court strikes down the governor's mask mandate. What counties plan to do now in the fight against COVID-19?
There is new video of the moments leading up to the death of George Floyd. What message it could send to the jury about Derek Chauvin's actions.
And President Biden is unveiling a $2 trillion infrastructure proposal. We'll tell you what's in it and what kind of fight it could see in Congress.
But first at 4, we're continuing to follow reaction after the Wisconsin Supreme Court overturned the statewide mask mandate effective immediately.
We have team coverage on what this means for any other emergency order Governor Evers tries to issue. We go to Naomi Knowles first. Naomi?
This ruling was months in the making. Justices first heard oral arguments for it back in mid-November. Now, conservative justices today, led by Brian Hagedorn, essentially said in their opinion that the governor broke the law by issuing multiple emergency orders for the same pandemic. State law says a governor can issue a state of emergency for 60 days, and it's up to the legislature to extend that. The governor argued that the underlying emergency for his orders was constantly new and different.
What the governor is claiming is that he is able to have extended emergency powers because the COVID pandemic itself is evolving, it changes. And so that basically creates a new emergency every 60 days that he can then create a new executive order.
And that's what 4 conservative justices say is unlawful. Now, coming up at 5, I'll be sharing more from that decision and why 3 justices disagree with that, plus what lawmakers at the Capitol might do next.
Naomi, thank you. We'll see you at 5. Governor Evers did not make any pointed response to the Supreme Court. Instead, in a statement, he said, in part, since the beginning of this pandemic, I've worked to keep Wisconsinites healthy and safe, and I've trusted the science and public health experts to guide our decision making. While we work to get folks vaccinated as quickly as we can, we know wearing a mask saves lives, and we still need Wisconsinites to mask up so we can beat this virus.
In Dane County, Executive Joe Parisi made it clear the local mask mandate is not going anywhere right now. In a tweet, he said Dane County's mask mandate remains in place despite today's Supreme Court decision. With no statewide mandate, it's now up to individual counties to say whether or not masks are required.
Our Gabriela Becerra spoke with local public health departments today, and she shares where you will still need to wear a mask. Gabby?
Well, Mark and Susan, when we all woke up this morning, we were all required to wear masks, but now, depending on where you live, that might not be the case. Now, as Dane County Executive Joe Parisi said, nothing will change here, but public health will continue to enforce its own mask mandate. Director Janelle Heinrich says mask wearing is effective at reducing transmission, and right now, case numbers are holding steady. Rock County also requires people to wear face coverings. Both hope spring travel won't harm their efforts to keep people safe.
Ideally, we're asking everyone to continue to wear their mask. This disease crosses geographic boundaries, so whether you're in Dane County or you're outside of Dane County, please continue to wear your mask.
Grant Green, Iowa, Sauk, and Juneau counties all tell us they do not require a mask, but encourage people to continue wearing one. And coming up on News 3 now at 6, I'll share why the counties that do require mask wearing hope that those who travel to and through their counties don't bring anything with them.
All right, Gabby, we'll see you at 6 o'clock. Thank you. Wisconsin's 7-day COVID-19 average is going down. State officials reported 563 new cases this afternoon. 10 more people have died. About 18% of Wisconsin residents are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. More than 30% of the state has had at least one dose. That's more than 1.7 million people. More than 22% of people in Dane County are fully vaccinated. That's more than 120,000 people. We're approaching 40% of people in Dane County with at least one dose. That's about 208,000 people. Let's take a look outside, Susan.
It was still a little cloudy, a little chilly today. Was that horse wearing a sweater? I can't.
No. Yeah, the one is. The one isn't.
One more cold day are the weather words. Austin is watching the forecast. Hi, Austin.
Hi, how are you? You know, we got to get through one more day. If we can get through today and tomorrow, we're going to be totally A-OK. The mild conditions are going to return, and high temperatures tomorrow still looking to get stuck in those lower 40s. So it's going to stay chilly today and tomorrow. We have dry conditions all the way through the weekend, and then afterwards, mild conditions. It's going to even stay mild through this weekend, so Easter weekend looking great. Now, our 24-hour temperature change, it's pretty sharp. You've definitely noticed that difference if you head outside. It's about 15 degrees cooler today than it was just 24 hours ago. So keep that in mind. Grab that extra layer as you do head out the door here for today. 38 degrees right now in Madison. I did see it creep up to 39, and these temperatures for the rest of today are only going to stay right where they are or continue to slide in the downward direction. Now, our Doppler track also shows a lot of cloud cover that has moved into the area, so get ready for that. Later on tonight, mostly clear skies will end up taking over once more, but that's really going to drop our temperatures. So get ready for another cold morning to start things out for tomorrow. 20s are looking likely with a possibility of some areas dipping into the upper teens. And then one more look here at our first morning traffic. Things are looking pretty good to go in the Madison area specifically. And then it does look like here just out to our west a little bit, right to the north of Mount Horeb, there is a road blockage from Blinn Lane to Sawley Road, and that's going to be on US 14. So it looks like the road is currently blocked due to debris on the road in US 14 both ways from Blinn Road to Sawley Road.
All right, good to know. Austin, thank you. Beloit police are investigating a fatal shooting in that city overnight. Police say the victim was a 33-year-old man who was outside on the 1100 block of West Grand Avenue. The shooting happened just before midnight. They believe the shooting was an isolated incident, but the investigation is ongoing. Police arrested a suspect in the latest brutal attack on an Asian woman in New York. Video of the assault has generated outrage across the country as the crime wave against Asian Americans brings emotional calls for help. The suspect arrested is 38-year-old Brandon Elliott. He is a paroled killer convicted of murdering his mother nearly 20 years ago. Elliott was living at a homeless shelter near New York's Times Square and is now charged with felony assault as a hate crime.
For the life of me, I don't understand why we are releasing or pushing people out of prison, not to give them second chances, but to put them into homeless facilities or shelters, or in this case, a hotel, and expect good outcomes.
The 65-year-old victim is originally from the Philippines and was treated for serious injuries. Adding to the outrage is the security camera video showing workers in the nearby apartment building watching the attack and shutting the door rather than intervening. Police say they received no calls to 911.
The third day of the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is underway. Prosecution used this cell phone video this morning, providing a new angle of the moments leading up to George Floyd's death. Michael George is in Minneapolis with the latest.
Does Mr. Floyd make his way to the tobacco counter to make a purchase with you?
Prosecutors played new video for the jury, captured inside a neighborhood store where George Floyd was accused of giving cashier Christopher Martin a counterfeit $20 bill.
What was the store policy about cashiers accepting $20 bills?
If you took a counterfeit bill, you would have to pay for it out of your money or your paycheck. I was planning to just put it on my tab until I second-guessed myself, and as you can see in the video, I kept examining it, and then I eventually told my manager.
Defense attorney Eric Nelson questioned Martin about Floyd's demeanor.
And you formed the opinion that Mr. Floyd was under the influence of something.
Correct.
And you base that on sort of, I think you said, a delay in his speech and response, right?
Correct.
And I believe in your interviews you also indicated that he was having some trouble with certain words.
Correct.
A manager called police, which led to Floyd's arrest. Martin came out of the store when he saw the commotion. Security footage captured him as he looked at Derek Chauvin, his knee on Floyd's neck.
We saw you standing there with your hands on your head.
Disbelief and guilt.
Okay. Why guilt?
If I would have just not taken the bill, this could have been avoided.
The trial was briefly halted today when one of the jurors flagged the judge, saying she felt sick. After a 20-minute break, she took the stand to say she had a stress-related reaction. Prosecutors also played a cell phone video taken by Christopher Belfry, who started recording the initial encounter between the officers, Floyd, and his friends.
One officer drew a handgun and opened the door and pointed the gun at whoever was in the driver's seat.
The trial is expected to last up to 4 weeks. Michael George, CBS News, Minneapolis.
And the most serious charge, second-degree murder, carries a maximum sentence of 40 years in prison.
President Biden is unveiling a massive infrastructure plan today, described as one of the most ambitious federal spending proposals in American history. President Biden headed to Pittsburgh to unveil his $2 trillion American Jobs Plan at a carpenter's training center. More than $600 billion would be spent to rebuild thousands of miles of highways and to repair aging bridges. The plan ranges from upgrading major airports to investing in new electric vehicle charging stations to expanding affordable housing and clean drinking water. The administration says the proposal would be paid for with an overhaul of the nation's corporate tax policy.
It's called infrastructure, but inside the Trojan horse is going to be more borrowed money and massive tax increases on all the productive parts of our economy.
Getting money for infrastructure helps us revitalize our economy and create new jobs.
Currently, the White House proposes to raise the corporate tax rate from 21% to 28%, and it seeks to negotiate with other nations on a global minimum tax for multinational corporations.
They are unbeaten with history in their crosshairs.
While most of those brackets submitted to March Madness pools are in sad shape by this stage of the tournament, the NCAA will come out a winner, netting more than $1 billion in revenues this year, much of it from the men's and women's basketball tournaments. Now, the Supreme Court is taking up a case that could change the way student athletes are compensated. Student athletes are not paid for their services, but instead receive scholarships to go to a school. Former men's and women's athletes are fighting to remove a cap on compensation, which would give them additional educational benefits such as computer science equipment and musical instruments. Jeffrey Kessler is the plaintiff's attorney.
I don't think there's a fan out there who doesn't think it would be okay if the coaches made a few $1 million less and these athletes could get things like graduate school scholarships and everything else that other students can get.
The NCAA argues expanding benefits could lead to abuses. It cited internships as an example, writing in a court briefing, it would be easy for schools to label such internships related to education, even if a star athlete was given, say, a 6-month internship at a sneaker company or auto dealership that paid $500,000. The court is not expected to issue its ruling until late June. Well, there's more to come at 4. Is your home free from harmful chemicals?
Well, don't be so sure. When we come back, we'll look at hidden home dangers. That's when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Max your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off. Plus, get 4 years free financing and get tax included on purchases over $499. 2-piece sofa and love seat or sectional, just $899, tax included. Max your tax refund at A1 Furniture.
Jung Garden Centers can help you start the growing season. It's time for bare root planting, and you can find them now at Jung's. Asparagus, onions, potatoes, and seeds. Open 7 days a week. Shop Jung Garden Center for all your gardening needs.
We made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
USAA. For more than a year now, our Pick and Save healthcare providers have worked on the front lines to help test, treat, and comfort our neighbors as part of our 22,000-member Kroger Health Team. And now, we're making our boldest commitment to date. We've increased capacity at all of our pharmacies to deliver 1 million COVID-19 vaccine doses per week, giving greater access to all Americans. Together, we're helping ensure that our better tomorrow begins today.
This is Ford Truck Month. So are you ready for a ride? Now is the time to get a great deal on Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Get our best offers of the year and see what Built Ford Tough can do for you. Welcome to the show, America. Welcome to the show. Right now, get $5,750 in total savings on a 2021 F-150. Only during Ford Truck Month.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your Ford?
Sure, but the Fort fee is 10 cookies.
Psst. Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the Fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Jung Garden Centers can help you start the growing season. It's time for bare root planting, and you can find them now at Jung's. Asparagus, onions, potatoes, and seeds. Open 7 days a week. Shop Jung Garden Center for all your gardening needs.
Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture. Top brands on sale. And get tax included on any purchase over $499. Plus, get 4 years free financing. With Queen Pillow Top just $349. Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture.
A new study reveals many homes across the country may have concerning levels of potentially dangerous chemicals.
Brian Peck lives with his wife and kids in the Denver, Colorado suburbs and recently volunteered to test his tap water for a Consumer Reports study. The test found PFAS group of chemicals used in hundreds of products, including nonstick cookware and stain-resistant fabrics. The compounds can seep from landfills and factories into the water supply. Studies have linked long-term exposure to health issues, including high cholesterol and even some cancers.
That was really an eye-opener for me to see these results.
Are you concerned about your family's safety?
Absolutely, yes.
Peck's water showed PFAS levels at 37.9 parts per trillion. While that's below the EPA standard of 70, many health experts believe anything higher than 10 is unsafe. Consumer Reports had volunteers in dozens of states test their tap water. 46 of 120 samples had levels of PFAS above 10 parts per trillion, and almost every test revealed a measurable amount of lead. PFAS have shown up in Madison Lakes. It's currently a big issue in parts of La Crosse.
Payroll company ADP reports the private sector added 517,000 jobs in March. That's excellent when compared to the 117,000 jobs added in February. It's also the strongest report ADP has put out since September. However, that number still falls short of the 550,000 new jobs that economists expected for the month. ADP's jobs report does not always correlate with official employment numbers, which are put out by the Labor Department.
It was a mixed day on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials gave up 85 points, closing at 32,981. The NASDAQ, however, gained 201 points, and the S&P 500 was up 14. That was good enough for a record close. Well, for 95 years, Easter Seals Wisconsin has been helping people with disabilities.
Right now, they're working with almost 10,000 children and adults to increase their independence and maximize their opportunities.
Joining us now is Carissa Patterson, the Vice President of Easter Seals Camp and Respite Services. Carissa, thanks for being with us today.
Hello, thanks for having me.
So what kind of services is Easter Seals providing right now for people, especially during the pandemic?
Well, we've continued providing most of our services. We have 2 camps that serve people with disabilities, both children and adults, up in Wisconsin Dells. And we did cancel our summer sessions last year, but we started up our weekend sessions again in September and have been holding our respite and Camp Wabi sessions, as well as our farm program has been still meeting with clients and helping our farmers to keep farming, as well as our self-employment services they're still happening. We're meeting by Zoom and doing a lot of things remotely, but we're still serving all the people that we need to serve.
That is good to hear. Let's talk about the camps specifically, because you do amazing things to be adaptive and inclusive for all kids to participate in regular camp activities. Tell us a little bit about how that works.
we have 2 camps that serve children, both children and adults, with all different types of abilities and diagnosis. And we're fortunate enough to have a beautiful piece of property, 400 acres up in Wisconsin Dells. And our facilities are accessible, everything from our pool to our buildings. And we're there to provide, whether it's respite for our families and amazing programs for the campers that participate. Our staff are well trained. Most of them are, besides the directors and nurses, most of them are college students that are going to school in therapeutic recreation or PT or OT, different things like that. So they have the opportunity to really practice their skills and learn a lot, and all while helping people.
You are celebrating 95 years. That's quite an accomplishment. What is the organization most proud of?
Oh boy, what are we most
besides the
proud
cat?
You might have a viral moment there.
There we go. He had his 2 seconds of fame. We're most proud of just the fact that we're still serving people, and Easter Seals has evolved with the times. Easter Seals Wisconsin, we have, our camps started in 1938, and then we were serving just people with physical disabilities, so mostly serving people with polio. And just as time has gone on, we serve people, it doesn't matter what their diagnosis is or how much care they need. And, with all of throughout all of our programs, and, with our farm program starting, especially being in Wisconsin, it's really important to us to, have that connection as well. So we continue to roll with the times and evolve when it needed, especially now in these times.
If families are watching this afternoon and they want to register their child for Camp Wabeek or any of the other programs, how do they do that?
They can just visit our website, eastersealswisconsin.com. And most of our, you can just click on the camp programs and learn about that, and that's where you need to go to register as well. And the same thing goes for our farm and self-employment services programs as well.
All right, congratulations on 95 years.
Yeah, keep up the great work.
What's your kitty's name?
Thank you so much.
What's your kitty's name?
This is June.
Okay.
This is Junior.
Say hi to Junior for us. Carissa, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Still to come at 4, why did the bear cross the road with her 4 cubs?
Well, Mama Bear is probably asking herself the same thing. Jeannie Mose has the play-by-play coming up after Austin's First Warn forecast.
On CBS, as the season winds down, the competition heats up on Tough as Nails, followed by SEAL Team and SWAT. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Why am I so calm right now? Because this isn't a spy thriller. This is a Nissan sales event ad.
Hurry, 0% financing for up to 84 months on 14 models ends March 31st.
Tick-tock, time's running out.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications. Our coatings are easily able to withstand heavy traffic, drop tools, and they're ridiculously easy to clean. We are dedicated to superior customer service, which doesn't just stop after the installation. We also provide you with an exclusive warranty on all of our floor coatings that gives you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
Democrats, teachers, and newspapers are lining up to support Jill Underly for state superintendent. The Capital Times says Underly is the right choice. The State Journal says Jill is focused on early childhood education to get ahead of racial and economic achievement gaps. Backed by Tammy Baldwin, Mark Pocan, and the Democratic Party, Jill Underly will do what's best for our kids.
I'm Jill Underly, asking for your vote for state superintendent. Joe Parisi has preserved thousands of acres that the public can enjoy forever.
Joe knows we all deserve a chance to succeed.
Joe Parisi partnered with local schools to build the only school-based mental health program of its kind in the state.
Thank you, Joe, for your commitment to preserving green spaces that we can all get outside and play in.
Thank you, Joe, for working so hard to make sure everyone in this community has an opportunity at a second chance.
Thank you, Joe, for caring about the well-being of our children.
Oh, baby, I have sinned. Baby, this is my last confession. You know I've never been no good. But when I'm with you, it feels like heaven. I'm begging for mercy, baby. Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I love it.
Why am I so calm right now? Because this isn't a spy thriller. This is a Nissan sales event ad.
Hurry, this low $189 per month lease on the 2021 Sentra ends March 31st.
Tick-tock, time's running out.
Well, take a look at this. What did you do today? Spaniard Noel Sarasolis descended a snowy mountain in a kayak in Chile, reaching speeds up to 62 miles an hour. He steered his way down the 15-mile-long stretch, which forms part of the Villacara volcano in Chile, even after overcoming a crash that flung him 30 feet in the air. After moving onto land, the Spanish kayaker maneuvered through the forest and navigated his way down rapids before landing the first ever double kickflip down a waterfall. That's all.
And a rainbow to boot.
that's all in one fell swoop.
That's incredible. That is real, right?
That is real. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I walk the dogs. Beautiful country. All right, it's going to be a beautiful Easter weekend coming up, Austin.
It is a good time to get outside here this weekend. Today and tomorrow, not so much as it is quite a bit chillier outside, but the temperatures will be changing very soon. What are we looking at here for the weekend forecast and beyond? I'll have an answer coming up right after the break.
Sunroom saving season is here. Four Seasons has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 20 to 30%. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard and improve your lifestyle. Call for a free backyard survey, design, and quote.
During Steinhaffel's Dream Car Giveaway, you could win a 2-year lease to a 2021 Mercedes C300 when you test rest a Beauty Rest Black or Black Hybrid. Beauty Rest Black are the ultimate in luxury and comfort. Queen mattresses start at just $19.99 and get $200 in Steinhaffel's cash. And with Steinhaffel's special financing, buying a Beauty Rest Black has never been easier. So take a test rest and you could drive away in a Mercedes C300 during Steinhaffel's Dream Car Giveaway.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-905-1069. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-905-1069.
That's not bacon. It's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
Sunroom saving season is here. Four Seasons has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 20 to 30%. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard and improve your lifestyle. Call for a free backyard survey, design, and quote.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
And welcome back. We're taking another look here outside right now at our Madison Skycam, where all I got to say is at least we saw some sunshine earlier today because the cloud cover has returned. It's not going to be around all night. In fact, mostly clear skies later on tonight will help to bring down those temperatures again, kind of hit that reset button here for our day tomorrow. Now our wind speeds again on the stronger side of things, between around 10 and 15 miles per hour for most. Madison currently seeing around a 13-mile-per-hour breeze. So it's not the calmest day overall, but it's also not the windiest that we have seen here as of late. Taking a peek here at some of our peak wind gusts over the last 24 hours, still around 25, 30 miles per hour. So can't rule that out here for the rest of today. Still a possibility to see around a 25, 30 mile per hour wind gust that could end up still rolling through. Now, taking a step back here, the 24-hour temperature change, I showed this a little bit earlier on, but for our local communities, you take a step back and you can see how out west there's not really that much of a temperature change, and that's mainly just because they saw those cooler temperatures about a day earlier than we did. So we're really seeing the big change here for today. Temperatures in the mid to upper 30s right now. Madison earlier did hit 39, now has fallen back to around 38 degrees. 6 to 10-day temperature outlook, however, this does show a very good possibility that we are likely going to stay above average with the temperatures in this time frame. And look at the possibility. I mean, we're almost running out of colors on this map. We are most definitely going to see those warmer than average conditions moving through, and it's going to be well above average as well. Take a look here towards the middle of this forecast, 60s and even 70s making a comeback here. So that's looking pretty good right there. In terms of rain chances, up until this weekend, we look fantastic. After the weekend, we bring back multiple rain chances here for next week, especially on Wednesday and Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, still a chance for some showers, but we're not looking at any real washouts. I do think there's going to be some break periods in most, if not all, of these days this next work week. 6 to 10-day precipitation outlook also showing that chance that we're going to likely see a little bit more rain than we normally do. Now our Doppler track again showing that cloud cover sneaking into the area. That's going to be around here for a good portion of the early nighttime hours, and then we see that quickly clear out a little bit later on again. So you can see here on our future track, once the clouds are gone, the temperatures just tank down into the upper teens and low 20s to start things out for tomorrow morning. So get ready for a chilly start to the day once more here for tomorrow. Not really going to warm up too much tomorrow afternoon, but you take a look at next Monday, 60s and 70s with rain chances returning. So get ready for the rain chances to kick right back up into gear here by the time we reach next work week. In the meantime, however, a fantastic forecast over these next few days. Take a look here at the next 7. We're going to see a lot of sunshine, especially all the way through Saturday. A little bit more cloud cover by the time we reach Sunday, but with temperatures reaching a high of 68 on Easter Sunday, that's going to feel pretty amazing outside. Afterwards, we'll bring back those chances for some showers, a possibility of a thunderstorm as well, but doesn't do too much to our temperatures. We only really fall into the lower 60s and upper 50s afterwards.
It's the first day of April tomorrow, too.
Yeah, it is. April Fools. All right, Austin, thank you.
Thanks, Austin.
A mother bear was caught on camera trying to herd her uncooperative cubs across a Connecticut road as traffic waits for them.
Mothers everywhere can say, I can relate. CNN's Jeannie Mose reports on the unbearable burdens of motherhood.
Mama bear and 4 cubs stopped traffic in Connecticut trying to cross a road. Mom has her paws full, not to mention her mouth. A 3rd cub crosses. No, make that prances to the other side. 3 across and 1 to go. Uh-oh, the 4th cub is up a pole. Mom to the rescue, but wait, someone's back. It can be a drag wrangling 4 little ones. This is something any human mom can relate to.
Go, babies, go!
Robin Cavelli, mother of 4, shot the video and said of the pole climber in particular,
he reminded me so much of my son. I could just hear myself yelling, get down off of that pole, get across the street, you're making a scene here.
Someone on Twitter posted, aw, someone should get out of their car and help. Somebody else put the wise in wise guy by replying, you want to be mauled? Because that's how you get mauled. Meanwhile, Mom was gently mauling her babies. Robin Cavelli's takeaway?
Just how hard it is to be a mom, and especially 4 babies, and I really felt for the mom.
Scottish comedian Janie Godley supplied bear narration.
Oh, jeez, I've not got a minute to myself. You, come here, Mammy. Oh, that's my ear, Mammy.
And just when it seemed all 4 were safely across, one of the cubs made a break for it, crossing the double yellow line. Mom was forced once again to take matters into her mouth as another cub followed in her footsteps. Aww. This is the kind of behavior that inspires lame jokes like, why did the bear cross the road to get to the other cub? Jeannie Murphy, CNN, New York.
That is priceless.
That is priceless. I wonder how long they had to wait in that line, too.
The line got longer and longer, but I think they all got across safely.
Wow.
It's a lot of fun. All right, there's more to come before Lisa Bridge from the Bruce Company will be taking your plant and garden questions.
Get ready to call in, and Mark and I will let you know when. And then coming up tonight at 5, a year after many restaurants had to lay people off, they're in the process of rehiring again. Why they say that's been far from a piece of cake at 5.
I switched to Chevy. I switched for more room. I switched for my family. For adventure.
We love our Chevy.
With an impressive lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs, it's no wonder people are switching to Chevy year after year.
I'm never switching back.
Get a $2,000 cash allowance on most 2021 Traverse models. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $1,000 cash allowance. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications. Our coatings are easily able to withstand heavy traffic, drop tools, and they're ridiculously easy to clean. We are dedicated to superior customer service, which doesn't just stop after the installation. We also provide you with an exclusive warranty on all of our floor coatings that gives you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Tonight at 5, the Wisconsin Supreme Court is striking down the governor's statewide face mask mandate. What this means for any other emergency orders he tries to issue.
Expect another chilly day tomorrow with high temperatures around 40 degrees. Southerly winds kick in for Friday, and by the weekend, temperatures could approach 70. My forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, the Common Council delays a vote on purchasing a building for an East Side men's shelter. We'll tell you the reason behind it tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
You're looking at a live shot of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Ever been there, Susan? Have you?
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. Very nice. But today doesn't look like a very great day there.
Yeah, kind of cloudy and not a lot of folks out. Check it out sometime. Well, more than 40 million Americans are fully vaccinated against COVID-19.
As with other vaccines, there can be side effects. Natalie Brand has more on what you can expect if you're getting the shot.
Gabe Willis is fully vaccinated, but experienced some side effects after receiving his first shot last month.
A lot of fatigue, and my lymph nodes under my arm were really swollen.
The CDC is tracking side effects from the COVID shot, even launching a new app so people can check in after receiving the vaccine. Common symptoms can include pain, redness, and swelling at the injection site. Some skin rashes have also been reported. Doctors say don't panic.
So anything from a headache to a feeling of muscle aches or fatigue, and just feeling maybe even chills and fever. Signs that your immune system is responding to the vaccine.
Dr. Lisa Maragakis from Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health says so far data suggests women are reporting more side effects, as are people who have had COVID already.
That's probably because their immune system already knows how to respond to the virus.
As we age, the immune system is less able to mount a more robust response to the vaccine, which may explain why younger adults are also reporting more side effects.
When would someone need to worry? If the symptoms go on to day 3 after vaccination or more, then that's the time to reach out to your doctor.
Willis, who serves as Dean of Students at Southeastern Louisiana University, is sharing his experience to assure others.
The long-term benefit of getting back to what we know and love outweighs it all.
He hopes life can get back to normal as more people are protected. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Severe allergic reactions to the COVID vaccine remain rare.
The CDC is recommending anyone getting the COVID vaccine to be monitored on site. People who have had severe allergic reactions or immediate reaction to a vaccine should be monitored for at least 30 minutes after getting the vaccine. But the man in the story is right. It's worth the price to pay to be not feeling well for a day or so.
Yeah.
Well, April arrives tomorrow. No fooling, and that means gardening can't be too far behind.
Can't wait. If you have any plant or garden questions, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is standing by, and she's ready to take your questions. Call now, 270-9933. We'll take your calls when we come back.
For heating and cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Hop on over to Ashley Home Store for the Easter weekend Beat the Clock sale. We're closed Easter Sunday, but shop Friday, Saturday, and Monday for big savings on our top looks, plus no interest financing for 5 years, and bonus discounts up to an extra 10% off our sale prices. Ashley Home Store.
For over 25 years, Fry Construction has provided excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by so many of your neighbors and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. In honor of our 25 years, we're offering 25% off gutters or insulation with any full roof project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
At U.S. Cellular, we believe everyone deserves 5G. Not just New York and LA, but the millions of people in cities like yours, like Milwaukee, Knoxville, and Des Moines. That's why we're including 5G on all plans, no extra charge. Because everywhere matters, like Economawalk, Claysville, Prineville. U.S. Cellular has included 5G on all plans, no extra charge. Get unlimited data as low as $30 a month. U.S. Cellular.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Take up to a bonus 10% off furniture with any mattress purchase over $4.99. The Easter weekend Beat the Clock sale is Friday, Saturday, and Monday, only at Ashley Home Store. Shop doorbusters, plus Tempur-Pedic mattresses, and free delivery within 5 days. Ashley Home Store.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
And although the temperatures are cold outside, that's not slowing down traffic at all right now. First warn traffic looking pretty good in the Madison area specifically. And then you take a jump on over to Janesville and much of the same. Lots of green on these maps, but that's exactly what we like to see. That means everything's going the way that it should.
If you think the housing market is hot here, here's a jaw dropper from the Bay Area. One home in Alameda County, that's near San Francisco, just sold for $1 million over the asking price. This mid-century home at the end of a quiet cul-de-sac received 29 offers in 11 days. It features 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms across 2,400 square feet. It sold for $2.3 million, double the asking price.
Wow.
Good grief.
It is a seller's market.
It sure is. Well, it's time to get your plant and garden questions answered live.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is standing by. The number to call is 270-9933. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello. How are you guys?
We're doing great.
Excellent.
Let's go to the calls. We'll start with Greg from Madison. Hi, Greg. What's your question?
My wife is down in Texas right now, and she's coming back this weekend and bringing me 2 tomato plants that I'm going to put in a big pot that I usually have my tomato plants in. Mm-hmm. And I guess I can leave them outside during the day, bring them in at night if it's going to be cold. I'm just hoping I can get like some tomatoes by like Memorial Day or something, be ahead of the game.
Okay,
You got any suggestions?
plants do not like temperatures below 50. And if it goes much below 50, not only do they not like it, but it can really stunt their growth. So in the next coming week, when temps are in the 60s and 70s, you can certainly have them outside. But if it's going to be below 50 night or day, bring them in the house.
So way too early to be thinking about putting them in the ground.
I'm barely thinking about planting my tomato seeds.
Oh, that's good. That puts it in perspective. All right, let's go to Karen in Madison. Hi, Karen. What's your question?
Hello. Thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
I have a birch tree, and on the north side of the birch tree, it's getting moss, and I don't know if it's going to hurt the tree or how I should remove the moss.
Moss won't hurt a birch tree. It's not really a plant per se, but it sometimes will cause a little bit of decay. It's not really going to do a lot of damage, but there is a product on the market called a mossicide, and it is a plant. It's by Safers, and I think that you can spray it on the moss, and then the moss will be easy to get off, or you can just peel it off because it doesn't really root in the way normal plants do. Under no circumstances do you want to use any home recipe things for getting rid of moss, like bleach or that kind of thing. Those would be really corrosive and damaging to the birch tree. Save that kind of nonsense for patios and, decks and that kind of thing.
How do you spell that word that you said I should use?
It's a mossicide, like a herbicide, only with moss.
Mossicide.
Mossicide, M-O-S-S. It's by Safers, and we have it at the garden center.
Okay. All right, thanks for your call. Let's go to Dorothy in Monroe. Hi, Dorothy. What's your question?
I have a couple of hundred daffodils in my backyard, as well as celandine poppies, and they look spectacular when they're blooming. The celandine poppies, after they bloom, the leaves are okay, but daffodils die. The leaves look terrible, and you have to keep you can't cut them down because all the nutrition from the leaves has to go into the bulb again. So what can I plant with the daffodils so they don't look so horrible after the bloom is over?
Well, you could certainly plant something like like maybe some of the coral bells that have really attractive foliage and would bloom maybe after the daffs. But they're kind of mounding and don't get really big, so they won't shade out the daffodils. But that's what I would go with, something that's going to sort of hide those icky knees. You could be like Martha Stewart and sort of braid the leaves of the daffodils until they start to turn yellow. But the minute they start to turn yellow, you can cut them back.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Pat in Arlington. Hi, Pat. What's your question?
Hi, I have a 9-bark that I need to move, but I want to know if I can do that within the next week. Then I also want to know if I can cut it back at the same time. I've cut back the previous one I had, and it came back.
Yeah, 9-bark they're really adaptable as far as pruning are concerned, and it will be easier for you to move it if you cut it back. So I would go ahead and take it back by about half. And then as soon as you can get your shovel in the ground, but the soil isn't sopping wet, then go ahead and dig out the root ball. You don't have to go super deep with 9-bark, maybe only about 12 inches and as wide as you can. And as you dig, kind of work a tarp underneath the root ball so that when you lift it, then you can just slide it out of the hole. It's also really good to have the new hole kind of ready for it. And in this circumstance, I would definitely get some root stimulator. There's a really good product that we have at the Garden Center by a company called Fertilome. It's water soluble, and it is a fertilizer that will sort of get the roots regrowing, which is what you really want to do.
Okay. We are out of time, unfortunately. We thank you all for calling in, and for those of you we didn't get to, we'll do it next time.
Thank you, Lisa.
Have a good day, guys.
All right. We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Match your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off. Plus, get 4 years free financing and get tax included on purchases over $499. 2-piece sofa and love seat or sectional, just $899, tax included. Match your tax refund at A1 Furniture.
For more than a year now, our Pick and Save healthcare providers have worked on the front lines to help test, treat, and comfort our neighbors as part of our 22,000-member Kroger Health Team. And now, we're making our boldest commitment to date. We've increased capacity at all of our pharmacies to deliver 1 million COVID-19 vaccine doses per week, giving greater access to all Americans. Together, we're helping ensure that our better tomorrow begins today.
It's a familiar story. Allergies ruining your sleep and next day too. Taking Zysol at night relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin and on first dose provides the same relief as Zyrtec at nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
Democrats, teachers, and newspapers are lining up to support Jill Underly for state superintendent. The Capital Times says Underly is the right choice. The State Journal says Jill is focused on early childhood education to get ahead of racial and economic achievement gaps. Backed by Tammy Baldwin, Mark Pocan, and the Democratic Party, Jill Underly will do what's best for our kids.
I'm Jill Underly, asking for your vote for state superintendent.
Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture. Top brands on sale. And get tax included on any purchase over $499. Plus, get 4 years free financing. With Queen Pillow Top, just $349. Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture.
Tonight at 5, another delay in bringing a permanent homeless shelter to Madison's east side. And a decision months in the making. The Wisconsin Supreme Court votes to overturn the state's mask mandate. How this impacts you at 5.
When it comes to weather, only one thing really matters: accuracy.
Only one station can be the best.
News 3 Now. First Warn Weather has the most accurate forecast, according to Weather Rate.
Count on First Warn Weather for your most accurate forecast.
And welcome back. Again, we are in for a pretty chilly night later on tonight. The cloud cover that we see overhead right now, it's not going to be here forever. And since we're actually losing that later on, the temperatures just pretty much free fall. We're going to start out tomorrow morning back in the 20s. Tomorrow afternoon's high about 41 degrees. So it stays pretty chilly, but we are going to see the sunshine making a comeback for tomorrow. More sun on Friday, Saturday, and still quite a bit of it on Sunday as temperatures continue in the upward direction. We could even reach 70 degrees degrees to start off this next work week, but that's also going to bring back those next few chances of some showers, a possibility of an isolated thunderstorm as well. We have those shower and storm chances from next Monday all the way through that Friday. So get ready. Those rain chances are not too far away. Enjoy the sunshine while we still have it here over the next few days.
All right, Austin, thank you very much. Tomorrow here on Live at 4, get your pet questions answered. Veterinarian Carrie Donahue will be along to take your calls live.
And we're going behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs. We'll find out what he thinks of the brand new Genesis GV80. It's the company's first SUV. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
Of course, because
Jung Garden Centers can help you start the growing season. It's time for bare root planting, and you can find them now at Jung's. Asparagus, onions, potatoes, and seeds. Open 7 days a week. Shop Jung Garden Center for all your gardening needs.
You call me devious, but you don't understand that all I am is a little mysterious.
So what do you think?
I love it.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications. Our coatings are easily able to withstand heavy traffic, drop tools, and they're ridiculously easy to clean. We are dedicated to superior customer service, which doesn't just stop after the installation. We also provide you with an exclusive warranty on all of our floor coatings that gives you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
Jung Garden Centers can help you start the growing season. It's time for bare root planting, and you can find them now at Jung's. Asparagus, onions, potatoes, and seeds. Open 7 days a week. Shop Jung Garden Center for all your gardening needs.
In today's Final Touch, a concerned mother cat in Turkey took matters into her own paws.
She paid a visit to a local veterinarian. When the cat first walked into the clinic in western Turkey with one of her kittens, vets didn't understand her motive. One veterinarian said the cat meowed for a long time after bringing in a second kitten. The vet at the clinic did a quick exam and noticed the kittens were suffering from